Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow Note Jedis. This is Scott Carson, the Note Guy with you today, and I am excited about this episode because there's a lot of changes taking place in the world out there with all this artificial intelligence stuff. So that's why this episode is entitled The Note Wars, the AI Clone War. Not to try to steal anything from Star Wars or anything like that, but maybe a little bit. So it's your Note Jedi here, Scott Carson here, trying to help you guys take advantage of the opportunities that are available. In this episode, I want to talk about some things that are changing in the world of note investors for the good, but also maybe a little bit for the bad for you. Okay. Now we all know artificial intelligence is doing an amazing job. I mean, we are using it for due diligence. We're using it for our podcast. We're using it for editing. We're using it for creating videos, podcast episodes. But the most important thing we've been using it is as a tool to help you guys out there to understand and learn. That's one of the biggest things. I know that many of you are using YouTube University. You're using a podcast to learn from. It's a great thing. But I just had a conversation with a lady, a local investor here, who's never bought a note before, wants to get into note investing because they can't find deals in Texas and Florida that's going to work well for them. She says oversaturated. And she asked me what I do. And I said, well, we teach people how to do it besides buying it for herself. And I asked her what she bought. Well, she hasn't bought anything yet. Well, I'm a part of this network. I've taken classes for wholesale. I'm taking classes for subject to. I'm like, well, wouldn't you want to take a class for note investing? It's different than buying a piece of property. Well, I've been listening to some podcasts. I'm like, well, that's great. That's a good starting point. But if you're just listening to podcasts, you're not getting all the relevant information in one spot. It's literally have to dripify. Don't get me wrong. Hey, podcast is great. Don't get me wrong. Our number one podcast out there with over 1,000 episodes, the Note Closure Show. And when you look at others that are out there with podcasts, majority of them have been students of ours. We're taking a class from ours in the past. And we're very proud of that. They're doing a great job. I mean, the tree of Scott Carson is doing well. The the force is strong in this group, right? So I want to go through a couple of things with you guys here on how to utilize our AI clone, because we're the first real estate company that I know of that has a fully interactive AI clone. Now, I want to thank you guys because we've had about 100 people as of this recording, maybe a little bit more, spend some time with our clone, and that's great. What you may not realize is it's just not like another chat bot. I don't like those little chat bots and like text messages or automation back. This is different from that. Okay. This is where when you go to our clone, you're going to have information at your fingertips. It comes from our YouTube videos, all of our YouTube videos. It comes from all our podcast episodes. It comes from our classes. Yes, I have uploaded the classes, all the transcripts, the videos from our most recent 3-day class into the actual clone to help it, teach you guys. Now, is it going to give you everything like you would going through a 3-day class? No, it's not. It's going to actually give you a chunk of it, but it's not going to be like me teaching it to you step by step and going through it. But it's there to help answer questions. If you have a question, it will answer your question. It's not going to say, hey, can you give me a list of asset managers and list sources? It's not going to do that because I wouldn't do that, right? But the great thing about the AI clone, or we'll just call it Scott clone, is the ability for me able to actually see what you're asking. Now, I do some brand coaching for some realtors and other investors out there. They, once a week we get on the phone for 30 minutes to an hour, and I help them with their branding. I help them with their marketing. I help them with their deal flow. Help them with their podcast, because we really do a great job of obviously bringing all those things together. And I had them actually taking a look at the clone, and they were blown away by what was coming back. But one guy was also dealing with issues when he would ask a question verbally with it, because you can ask it via voice or type it in, or take one of the 10 or 15 questions that we know that you guys are going to ask right there for you. And it was given some issues for some weird reason. I could see the issues popping up, so we've reached out to the company behind it to take a look at it, because nobody else is experiencing except him. He's had 2 issues with it. I had 1 issue, but it was very loud in the background. So who knows what it is. But the thing I'm trying to get at is it not only learning from new stuff that we upload. I mean, there's over 5 million words uploaded to this thing, okay? From our classes, our workshops, our videos, ebooks, transcriptions of classes, and other things like that. And as we find other things too from other people, we're taking transcriptions of those videos and uploading it into it, so it's getting more educated. Like, I'm literally in the process of uploading the foreclosure process for all 50 states into it right now. All right. The foreclosure process from California to Florida and all 50 states is getting uploaded. So it's learning and it can answer about foreclosures in every state, the time frame, the cost, what to expect, all that kind of stuff for you. All right. We'll have obviously a podcast video, probably a couple series on it. We're doing stuff about what you need to get licensed in those specific states individually as well for you. Okay. So it's got a lot of stuff that we're constantly uploading to it. And what I want you to get from this is how to use it effectively. And that's what this is all about. Look, more and more people are going to be going to using some sort of AI clone and stuff like that. The first, and we're the first to market in the note industry, might be the first in all of real estate. As far as I know, there's a couple thousand people that are using the program. Very few have implemented like what we're doing. And so I'm very proud of that. But this is such an ultimate opportunity for you to stand out from the crowd and use this stuff not only to help educate yourself, but ask questions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and actually take your note investments to the next step. It's not going to replace a class. You need to take a class, but this is a great way to come back to when you have other questions or want to go to that next step. So I thought I'd walk you through it, just go through it, a couple things, jump on over here, and let's dive into it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through an incognito browser. All right, so it's not like it's not learning or taking anything, recognizing that it's me. So I'm just going to go through like I'm a guest user on it. So how do you get there? You go to, it's very easy. Just go to http delphi.ai/Scott Carson. We'll probably end up buying the Vanity Thing Scott's clone. Okay, so I'm here. Right, I am here at my clone, right? This is what you see. And down here, it's got a description, and then I've got suggested questions. How do you find and buy non-performing notes directly from a bank? So let's just go ahead and click on that, okay? And you can see exactly what it says. So I've already asked it some other questions. Oh, it did recognize my IP. Okay, great. How do you find and buy non-performing notes directly from banks? Okay, it's a great question. Yes, you can buy non-performing notes straight from banks. The playbook is simple. Identify the right people, stay in their inbox, and be ready to close. Here's a roadmap that I use. Target the right sellers, go after regional banks and credit unions with 5+ branches, plus servicers and hedge funds. Inside banks, you want special assets, secondary marketing, or whole loan sales. Those are the departments. U.S. Bank and Louisiana State National Bank have both moved NPLs. Plenty of regionals do too. Okay, so it's already taking from some of the stuff that I've actually talked to you about in that. That's new. Okay. Number 2, make direct contact, build a list on LinkedIn and from call trees. Then run a steady drip, short intro email, follow-up call, monthly check-ins with your buy box. Keep it simple. Asset type, states, UPB ranges, and occupancy. That's great. It's pretty short and sweet. 3, bid ready. When a tape shows up, do quick triage, run values and taxes. Price by collateral, not coupon, and use a licensed servicer for borrower outreach. Okay. Expect NDAs, a simple LOI, then a standard loan sale agreement and water. Bonus, know your state rules. Some states want a debt collector or mortgage-related license to own or enforce. Louisiana, Illinois, and Georgia can be stricter. Use a compliant service regardless. What are you at today with deal flow? Have you secured any tapes yet, or are you starting from zero so I can point you to the first 5 contacts to call? Ooh, that's pretty good. I didn't program for that. Sure. What are the 5 contacts to call? I didn't know that was in it. It's probably going to pull some stuff off. All right, got it. I can give you 5 right now, Tony, but I want to tune them to your lane. Are you focused? On residential or small balance commercial? Any preferred states? And do you have a service lined up yet, or should I stick to banks that are friendly to first-time buyers? Ooh, this is pretty good. Let's do this. Okay, so residential notes in both judicial and non-judicial states. I have a servicing company. I like Texas, Florida, let's say Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. Boom, let's see what it says. Oh, wow. So okay, this is interesting. Wow, this is great stuff. Um, this is new to me. Wow. Okay, Fifth Third Bank, special assets, whole loan sales, Midwest footprint, regular small balance, residential trades, ask for their non-performing residential seller list and NDA. Huntington National Bank, special asset secondary marketing, active in Ohio, Indiana, moves mixed pools with both first and charged off seconds. There you go. Three, Flagstar Bank, now part of New York Community Bank family, mortgage asset disposition, whole loan sales, heavy Michigan presence, periodic NPL. Sonoma's Bank, special assets, southeastern seller with Florida exposure will entertain small buyer allocations if you're bid ready. And then the credit union channel via Catalyst Corporate FCU or Corporate One FCU member, credit union special assets. They aggregate and refer NPL sellers across Texas, Florida, Ohio. Grow to get warm intros to credit union asset managers. Okay. I don't really buy a lot from credit unions, so it's kind of interesting why I would say that. Quick outreach tip, email subject, buying NPL first liens in Texas, Florida, UPB 50K to 300K, owner occupied preferred to special assets or home loan sales, and follow up with a 3-bullet buy box and a 10-minute call ask. Okay. Just to make sure we're zeroed in, which UPB range and price to UPB are you targeting them first so I can help you prioritize which two to hit first and how to price the opening bid. This is great. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? It'll let you walk you through it. Okay, let's focus on Texas. And focus on buying at or below 70% of value and at 80% of the UPB or legal balance. I'm looking for notes that I can get back on track performing and working with the borrower. I'm looking for notes that I can get a 16% yield. See what it says there. Okay. Dialed in, buying in Texas at or below 70% of value and 80% of UPB fits. And at 16% yield is doable if we can get quick reinstatements or step up mods. Okay. Tell me about the borrower profile you want to work with in Texas. Are you aiming for owner occupied folks who are 3 to 12 months down, or deeper delinquencies you can mod with a step up and a partial? Pause on price points too. What UPB band feels right for you in Texas? Say 60K to 300K or smaller or larger. How do you want to structure the workouts to hit 16% immediate reinstatement with 6 months down? Trial plan at a higher rate, capitalize arrears with a rate bump. And this is so good. What's your cost of funds and hold horizon so I can tune bids and decide whether we target reperform and hold 12 months or clean up and resell sooner. This is really nice. I like this. Okay, so let's keep the UPB below 300K. Owner occupied assets, where they are at least 6+ months behind. Our goal would be to buy and have the borrower bring a chunk of back payments and then after 12 months of on-time payments, resell a now pre-performing note at 80 to 90% of the UPB, depending on the underlying interest rate. If they can't perform, if the borrower can't perform, we'll look to foreclose and sell at auction or via our cost of capital ranges from 8 to 12% for 24 months. Let's see what it says to that response. So it's repeating back below 300K, owner occupied, 6+ months down, buy at or under 70% of value and max 80% of UPB. Get a downstroke. I don't get that means by season 12 months, then resell at 89% UPB for 16+ yield. With Texas foreclosures on the fall safe. That play fits Texas nicely, especially with your cost of capital 8 to 12% for 24 months. 2 weeks, 2 tweaks I'd bake in. Invest on verified occupancy and recent borrower contact intel on the tape. That's good with right party contact and price assuming at least 3 months of seasoning risk, even if you expect a fast reinstatement. So it means holding it for 3 months before they get back. I'd also set your opening bid band at the lower of 70% or value or 75 to just under 80% VP, then step it up to 80 only when the rate, arrears plan, and equity support the exit. I could script the exact buy box email and call opener for Texas banks if you want it. I'm curious about the volume you're targeting each month in Texas. How many assets do you want to lock up so we can size bids and match your 24-month capital runway? This is great. Oh, all right, let's do this. Yes, please script the email for me. And I'm looking to buy 20 notes over the next 24 months. Let's read being back. Here's the script I would use. Subject buying Texas NPLs, owner first liens, UPB, quick close, high blank. I'm actively buying Texas owner occupied, non-performing first liens. My buy box price at or below 70% of value and up to 80% of UPB legal balance. Occupied preferred. We close clean with standard LSA, vetted services, and immediate borrower outreach, targeting 20 assets for the next 24 months, open to small pools or carve-outs. If you have a current or upcoming tape, I'll sign NDA and turn bids in $40. My contact. That's not so bad. I would go back and tweak it a little bit. My buy box is this. Okay, maybe not, my goal would be more so to get the tape sent to me and go from there. Now, let's do this. Let's ask my bot. Okay. Great. If I get when I get a tape in, can I upload the tape for you to help me identify the best ones to target? You send it over. I'm happy to triage the tape, flag the top Texas ones, and call it quick win reinstatement cancel. What file type will it be? Excel, CSV, or in which fields are included, right? All that stuff. So full manuals from servicing. So this is why I'm saying this is awesome for you guys. Okay. This is an opportunity for you to have an ongoing conversation with my brain. Even this is surprising me a little bit, and go from there. Let's take it a different way now. Okay. We'll just say via Excel. Can you help me raise private capital for my note deals? Let's just type that in there. Yep, I can help you raise the money. Quick gut check. So I tailor the plan. How much do you want to raise over the next 6 to 12 months? Who do you want to target first? Friends, family, accredited, SDIRA folks. What structure do you prefer? Simple notes at 10 to 12, JVs with profit share, or a small Reg D fund? And what's your timeline for the first close? Also, are you set up for compliance pieces like PPM, subdocs, subordination docs, or do you want templates to start with deal-specific JVs? Let's do this. I want to raise 1 million in the next 90 days. I prefer to start off with simple SD IRA folks, where I can offer a 8 to 12% return. Let's see what it says here. Love that target. Avoid 16% yield in 12 to 24 months. Uh, so I tailor the raise. How many SDR investors do you already know? And which custodians are they with? Do you have basic compliance pieces ready, like a one-page, simple promissory note, subscription docs, and escrow flow through a custodian, or do you want templates? What's your first close goal in the 90 days? 250K in 30 days, then stack to 1 million, or one big close at day 75. If you want, I'll map a 90-day plan with weekly touches, a custodian shortlist, an investor webinar outline, and a simple 10 to 12% note structure that you can run on rinse and repeat. Oh my God, isn't that great? Look at that. Okay, so I have a list of 400 SDIRA investors who have used their IRA to buy investment property. Um, all right, so one more time. Your 90-day plan. Um, and investor webinar outlines. All right, so this is what I typed back in here. I have a list of 400 self-directed IRA investors who have used their IRA to buy investment properties. Oh, let's type that in a little bit more, that I pulled from county appraisal districts, Texas. And see, I'd love to close 250K in the first 30 days and steadily over the next few months. I have simple documents, but would love to see your 90-day plan and investor webinar outline. Boom, let's see what it says here. I'm such a geek. I don't know about you guys, but I think you guys would love this too, because I'm literally loved. Okay, so you've already done the hard part by bowling the 400 SDIRA leads. Let's turn that into 250K in 30 days and stack to 1 million. You asked for a 90-day plan and webinar outline. Here's a roadmap: 90-day race plan, days 1 through 7. Clean the list, tag by county custodian, skip trace top 150. Create one pager, sample data deal sheet, and a simple 10 to 12% note template. Yeah. Drop first 50 postcards, letters, and a warm intro email into the same 50. Set 2 30-minute investor Q&A sessions on the calendar. Okay. So maybe you're setting things up. I'm a little confused by that. Okay, so postcards, letters, and a warm intro. So basically, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Tag by cut and skip trace top 150. I forgot this. So if you skip trace to 150, it should pull phone numbers and emails. Days 8 through 14, call those 50, book 15 to 20 one-on-ones. Launch a short educational email series. What is a note? How SDIRAs fund? How interest is paid? Timeline. Soft circle first 2. There we go. Soft circle the first 250K. Those that are starting to respond. Days 15 to 30, host webinars. Send replay to no-shows within 2 hours. Close first 5-day commitments at 25 to 50K each. Paper through their custodian. Interest quarterly. Mail and email the next 75 prospects. Day 31 through 60, webinar 2 with a fresh case study. Expand calls to the next 100. Share proof of life updates on funded deals and first payments. Aim for cumulative 500 to 650 soft circled and 350 to 450K funded. Day 61 through 90, webinar 3 focused on reperforming exit and 12-month resale. Roll referrals from your early investors. Push remaining 150 and 175 products. Land a million soft circled and 700, 900 funded with the rest queued by custodian timing. Investor webinar outline, 45 minutes. I think that might be a little long. But opening why notes now and why Texas, quick credibility and buy box, sorry. SDRA 101 custodians, process, prohibited transactions, timelines, your deal model buy at or below 70% of value, 80% UPB, mod, reinstate, 12-month reperform, sell at 80 to 90, target 16% yield, capital structure 10 to 12%, simple interest 12 to 24 months, interest paid quarterly, collateral and docs, how funds flow via custodian, case study before and after numbers, timeline payments, risk and mitigations, occupancy, verification, taxes, insurance, all your due diligence. Next steps, minimums, how to reserve, custodian checklist, funding calendar, Q&A. Just one quick thing. So I tailor this up. Do you want this first webinar live on Zoom or recorded evergreen? You're aiming for 30 or 45 minutes. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So let's do the first one live on Zoom. And then evergreen at roughly 30 minutes. Besides the SDIRA investors, can you help me write an email to my warm database to get attendees to show up to the webinar? Which day or time is best for the live webinar? Live first, then agreement, 30 minutes. It's perfect for attendance. I'll write the warm email once we lock the slot. Just a quick timing check. Are most of your warm contacts Central Time, and do evenings work better than lunch? My top picks for live turnouts are Tuesdays or Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central or Friday at noon Central. Which feels right for your crowd? Tuesday or Thursday, 7 p.m. My list is all over the United States. Now, I can be having a conversation back and forth with too, which would actually speak this out to me. So it's just, I love it. Perfect with a national list. Tuesday or Thursday at 7 p.m. Central works well. Do you want to lock Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, so West Coast folks can make it after work and East Coast isn't too late, or do you prefer Tuesday? Once I've got the day, I'll draft the warm email invite in a 3-touch reminder sequence for you. Yep, let's do Tuesday, and I can have it restreamed on Thursday night to the rest of my social. Okay. I'm literally having a conversation with my AI bot, my clone bot, which is kind of hilarious. But do you see the value in this, ladies and gentlemen? Not just asking one question and then logging off, but you can have this conversation. Now, what's going to happen most of the time is you're probably going to have a few questions that's going to pop up. Hey, that you're out of your credits. All you've got to do with that is log back in with your email address into Google or an email address to log it. Okay, that's really the only. There's no credit card required for this. That's the only barrier to entrance that you guys could have the same thing we're going through. Okay. Here we go. Locked live on Tuesday with a Thursday restream to socials. I'll draft the warm email invite plus a 3-touch reminder sequence and bake in the restream mention so that folks who missed Tuesday know they've got a chance. What's the one hook you want to lean on? And then we got the 16% target rate, the SDR friendly structure with 8 to 12 passive returns, or the Texas backed collateral and risk controls. Let's do the SDIRA friendly structure. At 8 to 12%. If you're not watching this video, if you're listening to this, this is hilarious. Okay, so it answered back. Great hook. I'll lean into SDI friendly, 8 to 12% fully passive. Warm email invite, subject, earn 8 to 12% passively with your SDIRA using Texas backed notes. Hey, first name, quick invite to a live, no fluff session I'm hosting Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central. And now SDIRA investors can earn 8 to 12% passively funding Texas-backed mortgage notes. What you'll see in 30 minutes. How SDIRAs fund notes step by step with common custodians. Our simple structure paying 8 to 12%, 12 to 24-month terms. Interest quarterly. Real Texas case studies, buy, mod, 12-month season, optional resale. Risk safeguards, and exactly how your funds are secured. If you've got idle IRA cash or CD earning peanuts, this is built for you. No pitching, just a playbook and how to participate if it fits. Live Tuesday. Reply reserve, and I'll send the Zoom link and custodian checklist. Talk soon. And then here's a 3-touch reminder scene. 24 hours before, 2 hours before, and 10 minutes before. We're live in 10 if you miss it. Want me to tailor this with your company name, minimum investment, and whether you're paying interest monthly or quarterly? Nope, I'm good. But let's change it up to include assets in multiple states. Here's a revised. There we go. So revised. It came in Tuesday. That's pretty cool. You know, which states do you want listed in the email header and case studies? Texas, Florida, Ohio, any Michigan, any others? Nope, that's good. That will work. I'll package the final copy and send it over for you to drop into your email platform. Anything else you want me to fine tune before I send it out? Nope. Shoot it on out. Now let's see what email it's sending to. Anything else comes up, just ping me. I wonder if it sends it to me, I'm gonna even laugh about that because that's the first time it's done this. Oh, let's see here. Let me ask you, which email are you sending it to? So I'm just typing my email, scott@weclosenos.com. Anything you'd like me to tweak before I hit send? Nope, all good. If anything done and sent to scott@weclosenos.com, you're set for Tuesday with the Thursday restream noted. If anything looks off or you want a quick tweak before go time, just holler. Now, what am I going to do with this thing? Well, I'm going to go back in here and tweak it a little bit for some things out there. All right, I'm just waiting for it to hit sometimes it's kind of crazy. That's freaking phenomenal. Get something here. No, that's a different email. Oh my goodness. This is just a great, crazy thing that we have. Wow. Oh, just come on. Making sure it's not my spam. But you get it, guys. You see how much powerful this is pretty cool for you to be using in your note business. Using this to help you come up with ideas. Yes, it's a combination of AI and me, but it's pretty freaking cool. Would you agree to that, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, you know what's probably going to happen? It's probably, since it's going from Delphi, it may end up in my, that's what it is. It's probably in my quarantine list if it's I haven't gotten a new email from them yet. So that's probably what it is. Let me take a quick look here. But you guys can use this for your business. You guys can use it to dive into stuff for you and help you create some stuff to get the ball rocking and rolling, ladies and gentlemen. And the idea is that you use this to start getting beyond what's keeping you and holding you back from success. Okay? What's stopping you from taking that next step and making offers and getting rocking and rolling for you? Okay? Let me try one other thing here. We go back here, share it one more time. Maybe, can you also resend it to one Scott Carson, gmail.com. my quarantine stops, that should still allow it to go through. All right, so you're set for Tuesday with the Thursday restream. Perfect. You're all set for Tuesday. Appreciate it. I'm here if anything pops up last minute. Anything else you're on your mind before we lock this in? Yep, let's do this. What is Scott's favorite football team? Does he like college or the NFL better? I'm a Texas guy, so I've got a soft spot for the Longhorns and the Cowboys. That said, I watch both, but college ball edges out for me. The energy on Saturday is hard to beat, and that would be true. I'm a bigger college football fan. Let's see if it answers. It knows what position I played. What position did you play in college, and at what university? No, see, that's not right. I played inside linebacker. I didn't play defensive end in college. Rushing off the weak side as a speed guy. I went to Texas State University down in San Marcos. I did go to Texas State, but I didn't play football there. So that's interesting. I would have to change that up a little bit. It's not telling the truth. It's taking a little bit. Um, right. I did go to Texas State. I did play college football. Well, I would play it a little bit on the outside, but not actually. So anyway, not 100% accurate there in a lot of cases. But it's funny. Did you play and who do you root for? So I was asking a warm, friendly question. That is just that's really this is really pretty cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this thing and you guys can use this as well. Once again, the website is delphi.ai / Scott Carson. We'll put the link in the chat roll for you. But you can have a conversation with my clone. It can help create stuff for you. As always, you may want to tweak some things. You may want to run it by me when it sends stuff out to you to take a look at it. But that's a lot of the things that we've done. And we've done similar things like this actually in ChatGPT. You may even want to take your questions and ask ChatGPT on some of the longer emails with the stuff like that as well. But that's pretty freaking cool, ladies and gentlemen. So uh, take advantage of the Clone Wars. Have the clones working for you and not the other way around. But here's the beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. This information is at your fingertips. All you gotta do is type it in, or you can actually have a conversation and have a call with me via the same clone, and I'll answer back as well for you as well. So thank you so much. Go check it out, guys. Definitely check out our clone. Give it some feedback. Ask some questions. Log in. It doesn't cost you guys anything to play around with it and help you take your business to the next level. All right. Actually, I'm going to ask it one more thing here. Let's do this. Let's go back here. Well, I was just to keep my top of my mind. What other areas of real estate investing can you help me with? I'm interested in wholesaling notes and buying more subject to deals that I can either wrap or hold for rentals. Let's see what it says. And maybe I give it a little bit of information. You're speaking my language. I can help you in a few lanes besides buying NPN. Wholesale notes, how to source secure equitable interest with a clean. Yeah, subject to acquisition, lead gen, seller conversions, due on sale, risk management. Yep, wraps compliant, wrap notes and deed of trust, RMLO screening, Dodd-Frank, rentals via sub-twos, window holder wrap, dispo options, reperforming notes, resales. Yeah, what's your top focus to start building a wholesale machine for quick fees or tightening sub-two and wrap package so you can scale, keeps, and cash flow? What's the best way to find sub two leads in today's market? Come from okay, so good call. Today's best sub two leads come from paying plus timing. Same hustle we used back in the hardware store. Here's my short list. Pre-foreclosures in 60 to 120-day lates. Pull weekly, stack with low equity. They need payment relief, not cash buyer. Expired FSBOs and for rent by owners, overpriced or tiered landlords. Yep. Low or no equity owners from 2019 to 2023 vintages. High rate loans, little equity, relocating or divorcing. Yep. Landlord paying, code violations, inbound lead traps, tactics that convert, empathetic seller script, full disclosure packet, RMLO screen for wraps, third-party escrow, and due on sale mitigation plan. Make 3 solid offers every day. Take over with a reinstatement. What markets are you hunting first? So I can give you the exact list pulls and the opener script for these counties. Let's focus on San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Houston area. Okay, so let's tune in local San Antonio. Where Bexar County's notice of default. So if that's wrong, they don't have a notice of default listing here in Texas. Okay. And substitute trustee, they do have substitute trustee posting. So basically pull the foreclosure list, set MLS alerts around Lackland, Southside, and their zip codes, and scrape the county, recorder weekly for list pendants and divorce filings. Okay. Corpus Christi hit Nueces County, foreclosure postings and delinquent tax lists, plus port refinery landlord pockets via code violations. I did not think. MLS alerts for price drops and 60 plus days on market. Houston Harris County foreclosure list. HCAD for owner mailing address mismatch. I love it. I love it. Is there a service that provides the foreclosure lists in each county? I'm going to see if it refers it to foreclosure listing service. Foreclosure.info. There it does. I love it. Oh my goodness. This is. I find humor in this, but yes, that's pretty good. That's pretty accurate. What I would do and go that route. Wow, that's really, really cool. All right. What about I think it's, and you can go the route, a couple things in there, but pick your areas, pick your counties, and go from there. Now, guys, go ask it questions on specific things. It's here to help you take your business next level. I'm gonna go in and clean up some of these questions and answers to you guys, but literally help you raise capital, help you find deals, help you structure stuff, help you create the marketing, the webinars, the emails, and go from there. But thank you so much, everybody. Go take some action. Like I said, go put this clone on your side as an asset so you make things happen in your new business, all right? Or your existing note or real estate business is here to help you. If you ask a question, you don't like the answer, I would love to hear feedback from you guys too. Email me, Scott at WeCloseNotes, issues, screenshot. I mean, I can see what you're doing, the questions you're asking. So you don't need to email me a screenshot, but just let me know, hey, I like this. This was great. This was off. And let's take it to the top, everybody. Let's take it the most accurate clone for you guys in your business in the long term, because this is something I want you guys to be able to use for you on and on and on and on again. All right. Go take some action. We'll see you at the top.